The dust settles in the Valley of Shaveh. Abram stands among recovered silver and rescued people. Using a private security force of 318 men, this nomad has just executed a hostile takeover against a Mesopotamian military superpower. In this era, empires survived through extraction. Great powers didn't just trade, they forced smaller kingdoms into a protection racket. You paid your tribute, or the empire liquidated your city. When 5 local kings defaulted on their payments, the imperial response was a total asset seizure. They plundered the valley and took Abram's family. Abram didn't call for a government intervention. He launched a night raid, broke the imperial supply chain, and took it all back. While he holds the physical leverage of the spoils, his position is precarious. He is standing on a pile of assets that every king in the valley believes they have a claim to. Taking this wealth means taking on the political baggage of the men who lost it.
To understand why Abram hesitates, look at his track record. He has spent years systematically building a portfolio outside the walls of the legacy system. His first major move was a total divestment. He turned his fixed assets in Haran into mobile capital, livestock, servants, and silver, to follow a new signal into the wilderness. During a famine in Egypt, he navigated a closed, centralized market. He played the Egyptian system against itself, extracting gold and wealth without becoming a permanent asset of the pharaoh. When his enterprise grew too large for the local hills, he initiated a split with his nephew, Lot. The land hit its economic carrying capacity. Lot chose the high-yield but morally bankrupt urban economy of Sodom, while Abram chose the rugged, independent margins. This history shows a consistent strategy. Abram avoids the trapped equity of city walls. By staying mobile, he keeps his wealth beyond the reach of the bureaucrats and kings who claim the valley. Now in the valley, 2 kings ride out to meet Abram. They represent 2 competing ways to manage the spoils of war. The king of Sodom arrives first. He is a ruler operating on a deficit, having just lost his kingdom to an imperial audit. He is desperate to recover his human capital to restart his extractive economy. Then there is Melchizedek, coming down from the ridge of Salem. He carries no weapons and demands no tribute. He brings bread and wine, the basic sustaining units of a productive life. Abram is caught in the middle. He must decide to reintegrate into the local power structure or remain a sovereign operator under a different authority. Abram ignores the king of Sodom. He directs his entire focus to Melchizedek, recognizing him as the representative of the Most High God. This balance sheet represents the total recovered plunder. Abram isolates exactly 10% from the top of the ledger. He slides this portion across, separating it from the hoard. This geopolitical licensing fee formalizes his standing outside local jurisdiction, acknowledging a higher source. This transfer signals to the other kings that Abram's victory doesn't belong to them. He has cleared his ledger with the highest authority, leaving no room for the local empires to claim him as a vassal. The king of Sodom tries a final tactic. He tells Abram to keep the remaining 90% of the goods for himself. All he wants back are the people. It's a venture capital trap. If Abram accepts the wealth of Sodom, his future growth is forever tethered to the city. Every bit of profit he makes would be credited to the king's generosity. Abram refuses to take a single thread or a sandal strap from the pile. He knows the cost of this capital is his sovereignty. This refusal keeps Abram's ledger clean of earthly debt. Walking away from the spoils ensures the king of Sodom has no leverage over him. He leaves the valley as he entered it, beholden only to the signal. The world measures strength by the assets you hoard, but Abram demonstrates that true power is found in the absence of debt, the freedom to walk away from a corrupt system with nothing but a clear conscience and a direct link to the source.